Every video game story needs a protagonist, someone that has a mission to accomplish, a force to fight, a hero of sorts. And every hero needs a villain, but not every villain is really a good villain. I should probably rephrase that. A villain's job is to create conflict, to oppose the protagonist for the story. But this is just sort of a baseline, yet most video game villains just sort of sit just a bit above this bar. While we have been straying away from this trend lately, I have no doubts that EA will add a personality DLC to some of their games in the future. Welcome to 2022, kiddos, where microtransactions are starting to appear in the real world. We're doomed. Just by taking a glance at my channel, you can maybe tell that I'm a pretty big Mario fan, but I'll be entirely honest in that Bowser is one of these villains who in a lot of games just sort of exists for something for Mario to overcome. In most of the 2D platformer games, he doesn't really do a lot, and it feels like he only really starts to shine in the 3D games, where he's given a bit more character. And a fucking child. Now, on the opposite end of the scale, we can take a look at the Portal games. The character we play as, Chell, has just as much personality as a lettuce. But the villains, oh my god, the villains are just amazing. Of course, we have GLaDOS, who manages to become one of the most charismatic video game characters, all while speaking in this monotone robotic voice. Her voice lines are either horrific or hilarious, her motives are unique, and she has some fairly interesting backstory and lore. Then there's Wheatley, voiced by Stephen Merchant, with all the character and humour of the Beanpole himself. Again, just a fantastic character, be he friend or foe. And the man himself, Cave Johnson.
Alright, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down.
If his voice sounds familiar, it's because he wants pictures of Spider-Man. Now, even with all three of these characters existing in the same game, and each being amazingly charismatic, funny, and genuinely interesting, none come close to Handsome Jack. Handsome Jack is the president of the Hyperion Corporation in Borderlands 2. As you can tell by his handsome prefix, he's a complete narcissist, believing that he's the saviour of Pandora and everyone that opposes him and his mission is the actual villain. He even has a voice line calling you the villain in the game and declaring himself as the hero. What really makes Jack such an amazing and charismatic character are these voice lines, which are brought to life by Damien Clark. I struggle to confirm this, but there are a lot of different sources online that say a whole bunch of his lines were at least somewhat improvised, specifically the pretzel one.
Hey, how did these pretzels suck? How's your day been, buddy? We haven't really talked much since I left you for dead. Hey, you think you'll freeze to death out there? No, probably not. Bandits will get you first. My day? Been pretty good. Just bought a pony made of diamonds. Yeah, because I'm rich. So, you know, that's cool. Goodbye.
Everything that he says just fills you with these conflicting emotions. He's calling you buddy and asking about your day, all while gloating about his diamond pony and telling you how you'll probably die without skipping a beat. His voice both wants to make you go and get him and shoot him right through his mask, while also wanting to hear his next line as soon as possible. This is something that only ramps up as the game goes on. At the start, there's so much humour in everything he says, but as you progress in the story, he becomes much more sadistic and unstable, like when he literally blows up Bloodwing. But where we really see a switch get flicked in Jack's brain is the moment he loses his daughter Angel. We see him show genuine emotion here, not anger or playful taunting, but real sadness. Even though she hates him and what he did to her, we can tell that his daughter is one of the few things that he cares about on a personal level. And when she's gone, he just sort of changes. He immediately kills Roland and kidnaps Lilith, exclaiming that he has nothing left to lose anymore, and we start to see a much darker Jack for the rest of the game. One of the main things that sets villains apart are their motives, their reasons for being arseholes. It's all well and good doing the bad thing because they're the baddie, but when they have a real mission that they're trying to accomplish, it honestly just feels like the stakes are higher, and there's someone that wants something to happen just as much as you don't want it to happen. In Borderlands 2, Jack's main objective is to cleanse Pandora of all bandits and dangerous creatures. He does everything he can to accomplish this, and actually really nearly succeeds. Everything that you throw at him, he does his best to counter. kill his daughter, aka his key to the vault? No problem, I'll just take this siren instead. Throughout the game, he has a genuine hatred for the Vault Hunters, and this is only made 10 times worse and more personal when Angel dies. It's only when you actually kill him that he basically admits defeat, and it's not at all graceful. That would be too easy. We see an utterly broken man. Everything he's worked for has been ruined. His daughter is gone, he knows he's about to die, but that isn't even what he's worried about.
No, I can't highlight this. Not when I'm so close. And not at the hands of a filthy bandit! See, I could have saved this planet. See, I could have actually restored order. And I wasn't supposed to die by the hands of a child-killing psychopath! See, you're a savage. You're a maniac. You are a bandit, and I am the goddamn hero!
We see every ounce of emotion come out of him. He literally screams and sounds like he's on the brink of tears before shouting that we are the bandits and he is the goddamn hero, right before he gets a bullet between the eyes. It's hard not to feel sorry for him. Like, he's obviously a shithead, but the emotion that comes out of him in this moment, seeing a destroyed man that's lost everything right before his death, just shows us how he's not just an evil person, he's an evil person who genuinely believes himself to be a saviour, a hero. The last thing I wanted to mention takes much more of a back seat, but it's a fantastic touch. During an optional mission, we actually get to see some of his backstory. No, not his pre-sequel story, his childhood backstory. He asks us to go and check on his grandmother's house, and when we get there, we see a load of bandits. So it's a trap, right? Wrong. It turns out he literally paid for those bandits to kill his own granny, because she used to physically abuse him as a kid, which is shown with the item labelled Grandma's Buzz Axe. Handsome Jack isn't your standard two-dimensional villain, with his main goal being, grr, I'm gonna cause havoc. Handsome Jack is a grade A delusional, narcissistic, evil mastermind who sees himself as Pandora's saviour who will cleanse the land of bandits and vault hunters. His intentions are genuine and he really does believe in his motives. This character is just brilliantly brought to life by the fantastic voice acting, and just seeing his descent from mad to absolutely sadistic throughout the game brings this fear and respect that he deserves as a character. I wholeheartedly believe that Borderlands 2 wouldn't be anywhere near as good without him.